Hi, I'm Nazri. Let's take a look at Industrial Revolution. We have come far from agrarian toiling to the first Industrial Revolution. Around 1760, humans have industrialized manufacturing to create a better standard of living. Textiles were the main focus thanks to machine powered by coal and steam. The second Industrial Revolution came around 1840. Rail and telegraph lines expand, resulting in globalization of ideas and travels. Electricity, gas, and oil were discovered and utilized. In 1970, Third Industrial Revolution came forth with the rise of electronics, telecommunications, complicated machines, space expeditions, biotechnology, and of course, computer. Catching up to recent years, we have arrived at the Fourth Industrial Revolution, IR 4.0. This age is expected to be characterized by breakthroughs in new development in areas such as artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, quantum computing, the Internet of Things, wireless technologies, additive manufacturing, and fully autonomous vehicles. Well, what have this got to do with anything? It got to do with everyone. We are, as the same kind, are stepping into the world of Star Wars and Star Trek. Anyways, IR 4.0 realizations can be made possible with Internet of Things IoT. IEEE defines an IoT system as a system of entities including cyber-physical devices, information resources, and people that exchange information and interact with the physical world by sensing, processing information, and actuating. Thus, instrumentation plays part in translating physical world to the cyber world for IoT. Numerous of sensors will be implemented everywhere to obtain data constantly. Almost everything became smart. The field of surveillance also have been upgraded, slowly replacing human guards with CCTV and cameras. Development have been boosted to implement technologies into camera tech like facial recognition, identification, and profiling, not limited to human faces but also objects. Integrating cameras with IoT may be beneficial to security. The Internet of Things IoT is helping create safer cities, homes, and businesses by enabling both private and public organizations to securely and remotely monitor facilities and public spaces in real time with smart security and surveillance solutions. Thus, in this video, we are going to delve deeper into how modern cameras and surveillance works and how IoT is integrating with them to create a better security.
Hi, Prakash here, and I will be discussing about types of surveillance systems available with the current technology. First is facial recognition system, a technology that is capable of verifying subjects through image or video elements of his or her face. Unlike other identification such as fingertips, biometric facial recognition uses unique mathematical and dynamic pattern data that each person associated with their face and expression to identify. This system is capable of tracking down criminals and prevent any crimes from happening. Second is vehicle number plate recognition. It's a system that captures plates of moving vehicles using a camera. The process is done by pre-programmed algorithms that are tasked to recognize and generate alphanumeric data from license plate image. This application can be used by custom border control management or highway and street monitoring purposes. Easy for authorities to track down blacklisted vehicle registration number plates, or set a special occasion planning for and VIP number plate and ambulances to gain easy access on the road. Thanks to artificial intelligence and machine learning technology, Industrial Revolution 4.0 is not far-fetched as the integration of this algorithm and computing techniques processes can be carried out real-time through data collections and ensuring that the highest level of safety standards can be provided. But the problems such as corruption and the rise of authoritarian government creating dystopia within society needs to be addressed. But that's a different topic to discuss, so I end my part here. Thank you for watching.
So how do this surveillance system function? It enables real-time secure video streaming to any monitoring system anywhere in the world range. There is a high-range camera that can be used including night vision camera, which the camera still can see with minimal light source. Thermal vision camera, which use infrared sensor to detect the temperature in the surrounding of the camera. The signal will then convert into digital signal and processed by the processor to display the value of each pupil inside the camera image. Face recognition camera. We choose biometric to map facial by reading the video and the distance between the eyes and also the forehead to chin and so on. Last, automatic number plate recognition camera. All of the above camera use the advanced technology software to maximize their accuracy. So when the system is implemented in the shopping mall, it can automatically detect the traffic statistic of customer flow for the report purpose. After that, if there's a dangerous people enter this compound, this surveillance system will trace the people by detecting the walking style, the face expression, to identify the robber and give alert to the security guard or management to give more focus on these people. Then, for the location camera, we can use line axis. We can draw the box that the maximum limit for the queue length, and if it exceeds the limit, it will notify or send the alert to the management to open the mall lane if required. After that, by using the automatic number plate recognition camera, we can identify the number plate of the vehicle, and this signal will then be analyzed by the surveillance system to locate the actual location of the vehicles, and also it will produce the route to their vehicle. Okay, in overall, this surveillance system can be placed in anywhere, which means when you install the camera in the compound, so for the live monitoring, you can find another place with using Wi-Fi or internet to get view any situation that happens.
Good day, sir. My name is Arjun Sheng, and I'm going to introduce the advantage of digital surveillance systems. The first thing first is high image quality. The image quality from current surveillance system is significantly higher than the analog, with many cameras capable of recording and transmitting high definition video. Plus, digital cameras are more likely to have digital zoom features, which can have zoom distances over 100 feet. The frame rate of analog camera is lower than of IP, so they are not ideal for areas that have a lot of motion or that need to be seen in high details. Images are not sharp and may appear grainy or blurry. That is why we need a digital surveillance systems which is using charged copper device CCD or complementary metal oxide semiconductor CMOS for a better image processing. Second, better wireless reception. Digital surveillance camera systems are very good at operating within a wireless network. They are not susceptible to the same kind of interference that affect their analog counterparts. So you can easily view a live feed from more remote location if desired. With a wireless security camera, the video signal and with some of the audio signal as well is transmitted over the internet or other wireless network to a receiver that connects to your viewing and recording device. Many people use computers or cloud storage accounts to save the video footage for later viewing. Third one, intelligence and analytics. IP cameras are basically small computers that compress and store video, plus they can be programmed to provide all sorts of analytics that can detect motion or smoke, count people, track certain colors, sense when something disappears, and set off alarms. You can draw a straight line where if something crosses that line, it sends a signal, says Sutton. All the stuff you see on CSI, that's not analog camera. All that fancy stuff comes from IP camera. Last but not least, current digital surveillance camera system only require less equipment. The digital surveillance system only require internet cable to link, whereas analog require many cables to transfer the information back to the main control.
Everything has two sides. The surveillance system also not an exception. Although it is widely used in our life due to its big advantages, but it still has lots of disadvantages. First to be concerned, one of the disadvantages is the cost. Maintenance can make a huge dent on any home or business owner. As a result, it is important to consider spending so much money on the initial down payment and then the supplement maintenance fee will be really worth it. On top of that, the cost of security cameras can be off-putting to certain people. It can spend up to $2,000 getting the security system installed, but the maintenance for the camera can be also costly. If you do not have a good knowledge on a wiring system, it may end up damaging the cameras if tried to install them by itself. Next disadvantages is high bandwidth requirement. Higher resolution will require more internet bandwidth, followed by the higher frame rate per second is the more bandwidth usage is required. Generally, it's determined how the video is packaged and compressed before sent over the internet. There are two popular video compression format types which are H.264 and MJPEG. If the security cameras with resolution 1280 x 720 about 1 megapixel in MJPEG mode, it requires about 6 megabits per second. Hence, the more surveillance cameras that using, the higher internet speed is needed for the security cameras for streaming. Furthermore, the next disadvantages is big data storage. Consequently, surveillance systems demand huge amount of storage media. The need for data storage grows exponentially with every megapixel sensor. Therefore, each surveillance system requires terabytes of storage space for tons of cameras.
Moving on. Hi, my name is Mohammad Swaidi. We'll talk about some of the improvements that could be implemented in the surveillance system as an additional way to sense voices to detect things that are hidden or obstructed from camera view. The use of audio surveillance mainly uses two different types of microphones. An inline surveillance microphone shares a DC power supply source with a security camera. A standalone surveillance microphone comes with its own power source. The microphone must be located close, within about 2 feet of the security camera that it shares the power source with. This will greatly enhance the data collected, thus providing better surveillance. Some IP cameras that come in with built-in microphones can be placed in offices or telemarketers where customers are dealing directly with employees. Meanwhile, some of the network cameras have audio in to record an audio device but don't have a built-in microphone, which is recommended for industrial use due to its ruggedness and audio quality that lasts long while recording high-quality audio to a DVR or a network video recorder in locations with a lot of noise. Some microphones have built-in speakers, which is used in drive-thru where the cashiers can directly speak to the customers without the customer needing to walk into the premise. This type of audio surveillance also includes a recording function which is stored either physically or in the cloud.
Okay, so before we end this video, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dula Liang, and I will giving a short conclusion for our findings. In a nutshell, industrial revolution is not a theory anymore. It's a thing, it's if not an era in which people no longer do things the way they used to it before, and the Internet of Things is just another branch. As the field of technology advances, so does the matter on how we use to record things and reading data for record observation. Although our topic focuses mainly about surveillance, we try to not constrain ourselves to the definition. So hopefully this will serve as an insight to the potential of this industrial revolution and how it will better benefit ourselves and the limited resource that we have that are decreasing from time to time. So that is all for us. I hope you as viewers will like and can hit the like and share button, since the data correct from your action will help us in the long run. Thank you so much.